Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It is June 10th. Lisa, Scott, Dillon here with you on this Monday morning. Of course, we're live on Facebook every morning right around this time, but it stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you. It's also made into a podcast, so you can find it at inform.com/podcast. Look for the Inform Minute or anywhere you find your podcasts.
All right, today, Dylan, we kind of started off a little bit chilly, especially depending on where you're at, but shaping up to be a pretty decent afternoon.
Yeah, it should be pretty nice today. Some spots in northern Minnesota. Bemidji got down to 34 this morning.
That's cold.
Yeah, it's cold for June. Not a record, but it is chilly. Bemidji does get cold in June, northern Minnesota. In fact, up by Duluth, which is out of our viewing area, but there were a couple spots that hit 32.
Ooh.
Not that cold here, though. Fargo only dropped to like mid-40s. Grand Forks, similar. Anyways, we're warming up today with sunshine. A few high clouds moving on in. Eventually, the high clouds will be met with a couple mid-level clouds, so high clouds and mid-level clouds, and then eventually some low clouds, and then eventually rain. Like a little animation there.
Thank you for the actions.
Yeah, you got it. You know, some people just have to see it.
Visual.
So tonight into tomorrow, we'll have a few rain showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder. No severe weather. And then tomorrow starting with rain, but by the end of the day, seeing some sun. So,
All right.
85 on Wednesday. That's the forecast right now. So summer lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get
Get
that.
out there, enjoy it for one day only.
Yeah, and then it kind of falls back off.
Falls back off.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, anything else to keep on the mind while we're looking at like the 10-day or upcoming full forecast here?
Yeah, just one warm up day on Wednesday, otherwise lower 80s the rest of the week, and then middle 70s through the weekend. It is looking stormier, the end of the 10-day forecast, so it's starting this weekend, moving on into early next week. So we'll continue to watch that as we move on into the weekend. Another thing, since I'm here, if you are watching this and you know of any town or county fair celebration, so any county fairs or town celebration, you know, some of those small towns have huge celebrations, leave a comment here or email me or news@wday.com. We have a spreadsheet going, and I'm going to try and start a segment here starting end of this week in the weather department, and hopefully shout out some
It's going to
smaller
be fun.
towns.
Yeah,
So,
I like that.
Kind of give it a forecast
yeah,
for,
give it for
the
exactly.
events and
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Things
I'm
like
from
potato days. We know about potato days, but like, you know, tell us about that in Barnesville or, you know, lots of different events.
Exactly. I'm from a small town, Miltona, Minnesota, and their days were called tornado days.
Oh.
Like, isn't that so
Really?
cool? Yeah, actually tornado days. Yep.
It's fitting for you.
It is very fitting.
Our town celebration was the Harvest Hoedown.
Yeah,
Ooh.
whoa, yeah. It's
Yep,
like
we
fun
had
stuff
one,
like that.
Small towns, yeah,
Yeah,
they're the
that's-
best for
that's
sure.
awesome.
Exactly, and like nobody knows about it, and it's fun just to give a little shout out.
Cool.
To others.
I
So,
agree.
if you have any, drop in the comments. All
Sounds
right.
great. Thank you, Dylan.
You bet.
New this morning, we've learned a man was seriously hurt in a rollover crash in the Northern Valley. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says it happened over the weekend. 28-year-old Jedediah N.O. of Grand Forks lost control of his vehicle just west of Drayton. Troopers say he drove into the ditch, then crossed over to the other side of the road and rolled. He was taken to All True with serious injuries. We do know alcohol was involved.
This morning, we're working to learn when a Fargo man is going to be in court on a murder charge. Police responded to a domestic dispute around noon on Saturday at the Sterling Park Apartments. That's near Essentia on 32nd Avenue South. They found 59-year-old Jody Campbell dead inside of there. Police then arrested 61-year-old Randall Duffy of Fargo. He's in the Cass County Jail this morning awaiting a formal charge. Court records show Duffy had a lengthy criminal history dating back to 1997. Police say Campbell and Duffy did know each other.
We're also learning more this morning about a chain reaction crash following an ambulance fire in Richland County. We're still working to find out exactly how the fire started, but that is what slowed down the traffic on the interstate. So the North Dakota Highway Patrol says while traffic was halted, 28-year-old Donald LaWoya failed to see that the traffic had stopped and rear-ended a car, which started a chain reaction, of course, and included a couple of more cars. Yeah. He's now facing several charges, including DUI. 6 people in total were hurt. This all happened, like I said, on I-29, close to Colfax, which is about a half hour south of Fargo. The ambulance did have a patient in it when it first started on fire, but the driver pulled over. Another EMT helped remove the patient, and then the ambulance came up from Wapbreck and got the patient to Fargo. But if you haven't watched, you know, we had the video and pictures of that ambulance. It was just engulfed in flames.
Yeah, crazy to see it.
So,
scary.
For sure.
All right, today is the last day to send in your absentee ballots for Tuesday's election in North Dakota. Absentee ballots need to be mailed in and postmarked by June 10th, which is today, if they're to be counted. You can also drop off your absentee ballots in person to your county auditor. You need to do that by 5 p.m. this evening. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait and vote in person tomorrow. Polls will be open from 7 to 7.
Game 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs is on WDAY tonight. The Panthers shut out the Oilers in Game 1 on Saturday. The Panthers won 3-0 despite being outshot by the Oilers 32-18. They did make it to the Stanley Cup finals last year, only to lose to the Golden Knights. Coverage of Game 2 starts at 7 o'clock tonight.
Game 1 was a good one. I thought the Oilers were going to win. They put a lot of shots on the net, but Sergei Bobrovsky just wouldn't let anything by. So we'll see what happens tonight. Today on Hot Mic with Tom Izzo, the Twins finally scored some runs and got a win yesterday. They return home and are set to debut some new uniforms. So that's going to be exciting. You'll get a first look at those on Hot Mic. Plus, a big week is ahead in football recruiting. How the Bison lost a player and SDSU gained one. Hot Mic is live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and on Inform.com.
And remember, now is a great time to get that Inform.com subscription. It's an all-access pass to all these news, sports, weather, headlines. Just go to Inform.com/subscribe to check out that deal. 99 cents a month for your first 3 months.
Great deal. All right, join us the rest of the day for our newscasts as well. Our next one's at 11, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And we'll be back tomorrow morning with First News from 5 to 7.
Have a great day, everyone.